Hey, what's up, everybody? I hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday. Now, we are in the full moon we are in a lunar eclipse in Virgo today. And it is about a lot of fated endings, things coming to an end, bringing us clarity, listening to that inner voice in our soul, and getting rid of the own delusions in our mind that we've created to believe things are a certain way when they're really not. And there is a level of delusional thinking in regards to manifestation, but this is not one of them. This cattywampus feeling of discord and craziness is about a lot of things that are coming to an end, that need to come to an end. And I'm doing some of my own reflective work and just realizing how many things that I've let slide this last year and some change that I had no business letting slide, that I should not have, that I should have chosen me the way that I promised myself that I would. And in not doing that, I'm realizing I'm living the same thing over and over and over again when I know better from a logical standpoint, and when on paper certain things just do not make sense to me. But when you're talking about from a soul level or a soul contract or a soul tie, or what you feel innately in your being to be something, and then in the 3D realm to realize that that's not what it is, and that you can't force somebody's hand or you can't force somebody's desires to be in alignment with yours. And there's nothing wrong necessarily when something like that happens. Where the problem arises is when you ignore that internal dialogue and you put other people before yourself. And this is something that I promised I would stop doing, and I found myself right back in the same cycle. And I don't want to become jaded. I don't want to become one of those people that is like so jaded in love and relationship that I just close myself off entirely. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to keep it real. It's really feeling like it's really difficult not to get that way. And from an intellectual standpoint, I know that it's not all like this. It's not always like this. It's not always going to feel like this or be like this. I know, keep moving forward. I know, like, all of the logical things. My brain and my heart disagree a lot. My brain is like ruthless, like, fuck this, fuck that, fuck them. And my heart is like, no, we don't operate like that. Like, I don't stand and live in hate, and I don't stay in that place. But I wish, God, right now, I wish that I could. I wish. But when you know so much and you know why people's behaviors are the way that they are because they come from their own unhealed traumas or insecurities or bullshit like that, you practice empathy. You have empathy. I'm really trying to be angry. And more than anything, I'm angry with myself, because you screw me once, shame on you. But when I let you back in to do that shit again, that's on me. That's not on you. That's on me. I know. Trust issues is what ensues after being fucked over by someone that says they fuck with you. One of my most favorite lines from Russ. It's the truth. The dichotomy of being a human, like of my internal shit, right? I have a tattoo on one side, that's the sun. I have a tattoo on the other side, that's the moon. And that's because I've always felt like this day versus night. And the day is my heart. That's the love and the light. And the night is the darkness and the ruthlessness and we take no prisoners. And the night has gotten me through most of my life. But I don't like operating in that. My heart is way too big. My light is way too bright. And the love I have is grand. And I know the best is yet to come. And I know regardless of what is happening now, it is for my greater good. And it is to make me stronger with who I am and knowing exactly what I do and don't want and what I will and won't accept. So in knowing that I can move forward, even in the sadness, even in the pain, even in the hurt, even in the heartbreak, I can move forward knowing that this is not the end all be all. That this is not the forever state. That every day, every moment of every day, I'm getting stronger and better than I was the moment before. And that in releasing what I thought I wanted so badly, or what I felt should have been, with work, with business, money, people, whatever, I know in being able to let that go releases that mind of scarcity and is only going to make what is coming for me so fucking amazing. And to the point of what I was talking about earlier, delusional, this is where the delusional thinking comes into play, because I have to stand on that. I have to stand on that 100% and delusionally, because I am the creator of my life. And nothing that is aligned with me will stay. And I put that prayer out, like, if this isn't for me, Lord, like, get rid of it, get it out of my life. And it did. And even if I'm uncomfortable with it, I have to be grateful for it. Even if it's not what I wanted, I have to be grateful for it because it's what I asked for. And better for it to happen now than to continue on for another year and some change of pulling at my heart, of taking my energy unfairly, of not being ready for what I have to offer. And that's okay. Everybody can't come along your journey with you. And when people tell you who they are, when situations tell you what they are, believe them. When they say they're not up to par with you, don't go based off of what you see in that person or situation. Don't go based off of because you know their greatness, because they're so connected with you, or they're a mirror of you, and you know, and because you've been there and you can see it when nobody else in their life maybe has been able to see it, and that terrifies the fuck out of somebody, a lot of people. You got to be willing to accept the consequences of your path and trajectory if what you're on is greatness. You can't make somebody believe in themselves the way that you believe in them. You can't give somebody the confidence and faith and belief in who they are and their value and worth if they can't even see it themselves. That's just unfortunately not something that you can give to someone that you love unconditionally. But you can love them regardless. You can love them from afar, and you can send them all the love and the light in the world. But if somebody doesn't know that within their own value, there's nothing that you can do, no matter how much energy you give them to try to build them up, to make them feel their worth and their value, because you see it so clearly. And that, my friends, is what really hurts, is when you love someone so much and you see their greatness and you see their value and you know what they're capable of because you can see it, but they don't. That's a pain unlike any other. And anyway, remember who the F you are. Remember your value. Remember your worth. You are deserving. You are deserving. Unfortunately, not all those that we love can come along for the ride, but you can love them from afar, and you can do what feels best for you. And you know what it is. Even when it's a difficult decision that you have to make, you know what it is. Remember who the fuck you are. Love, light, and all that jazz. Everything jazzy, everything peace and love and harmonious. Until next time, I gotta go get some work done. This is a crazy lunar eclipse season right now. This is like shaking all kinds of things up. It's making me fine 1 minute and breaking down in Kroger the next. And I know people think I'm crazy, but it's part of doing the work, and it's part of being a human being. It's part of being a human being to feel. I'm a lot. I know that. I'm okay with that. And the person that is for me, that can receive me in all of my love and light, is okay with that too, and understands and knows that. I love hard though.